They didn't leave Nigeria because they hated home. They left because they loved their children too much to stay. This is a story of sacrifice, migration, and legacy, a story of many Nigerians in diaspora. Sade married Mr. Bode with deep hope, resting gently in her heart and bright dreams shining clearly in her eyes, believing with quiet certainty that love and commitment would carry them through whatever life placed ahead of them. Mr. Bode was a businessman, strong in character, determined in spirit, and deeply proud of his ability to provide for his family through honest efforts and perseverance. Sade was a businesswoman too, confidently running a ladies' wear business that reflected her taste for elegance and refinement. She chased quality and class relentlessly, traveling all the way to Dubai to carefully select luxury pieces that would excite and satisfy her customers back home. Every trip carried a mixture of joy and anticipation, and also a silent, lingering fear she could never fully shake, because back home, the economy was unforgiving, unpredictable, and harsh to those who dared to dream beyond survival. Customers delayed payments, often promising tomorrow what should have been settled today. Some never paid at all, disappearing quietly with excuses that slowly turned into silence. Debts piled up without warning, the way problems usually do, slowly, silently, and patiently, until their weight becomes impossible to ignore. What once brought Sade pride and fulfillment gradually began to drain her spirit. Sleepless nights replaced excitement, and constant worry slowly took the place of confidence. Eventually, she closed the business, accepting a reality she had fought for too long. Not because she was weak, but because she was exhausted in ways rest could not fix. Deep inside, Sade had always known a truth she rarely said out loud, that business, with all its risks and uncertainties, was never truly her calling. She longed for stability, a steady job, a predictable life that did not rise and fall with exchange rates, unpaid debts, and broken promises. Yet, even in uncertainty, the family still tried to live, choosing hope over despair and normalcy over fear. They traveled abroad occasionally for vacations with their two daughters, Tope and Tiwa, creating memories wherever they could, in every airport lounge, in every quiet hotel room, far from home. One thought echoed softly but persistently in their hearts: one day we will relocate. They dreamed of the UK, imagining structure, opportunity, and fairness. Sometimes they dreamed of the USA, a place where effort could breathe freely and ambition was not punished, a place where the future of their children would not depend on luck, connections, or constant struggle. They tried and failed. They tried again and failed again. Rejection letters arrived quietly, often without explanation, but their emotional impact was loud. heavy and deeply discouraging. Then the economy struck harder than ever before. Mr. Bode's business began to slow. Once promising deals fell apart and income became uncertain. That was the moment they finally admitted to themselves, if we don't move now, we may never move at all. With faith anchoring their hearts, humility guiding their actions, and the help of kind friends who believed genuinely in their dream, doors finally began to open. Funds were raised through sacrifice. Connections were made through grace and persistence. And then they left. Leaving Nigeria was painful in ways words could not fully describe. Mr. Bode was his mother's only son, a pride and a strength. Sade, on the other hand, was her mother's only child, a constant companion and support ever since she lost her dad. They had all lived together in the same community, sharing meals, memories, and everyday life. But despite the tears, everyone understood that this journey was for a greater purpose. The first 2 years abroad were brutal. No titles, no comfort, just survival. Sade and Mr. Bode worked job after job, cleaning, lifting, serving, and enduring work they never imagined themselves doing. Some days they returned home too tired to speak or even eat. Other days they cried quietly in the dark so their children wouldn't hear their pain. Tope and Tiwa were only 12 and 10 years old, young enough to adapt quickly to change, yet old enough to understand that their parents were fighting relentlessly for their future. Slowly, very slowly, life began to suffer. Jobs became better. Confidence returned. The children excelled in school. Their home filled with laughter once again. Every year, they returned to Nigeria when they could for brief visits filled with hugs, tears, and unspoken pride. Their parents also visited the UK, witnessing firsthand what sacrifice, faith, and endurance had built. 15 years passed. 15 years of work, of endurance, of choosing tomorrow over today. When Sade and Mr. Bode finally returned to Nigeria to settle, they came back transformed, stronger, wiser, and emotionally secure. With UK residency in hand and freedom in their steps, they invested in real estate, built apartment rentals, and found comfort, not just in money, but in peace of mind. Their daughters became UK citizens. Tope and Tiwa grew into women of purpose and clarity. They married well, built fulfilling careers, started families of their own. Sometimes the house in Nigeria is filled with the joyful laughter of grandchildren. Other times, Sade and Mr. Bode traveled back to the UK, sitting quietly together, watching their legacy breathe and grow. What once felt like loss became reward. What once felt like delay became destiny. And in the end, not because life was perfect, but because love, sacrifice, and perseverance never failed. They lived happily ever after. If you enjoyed this story and it touched your heart in any way, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification button so you never miss more powerful and relatable stories like this. I'd also love to hear from you. Please share in the comment section what the story taught you or the lesson you personally took from it. You can also drop suggestion of other African stories you'd love to hear next, and we'll bring them to life, one story at a time. This is me saying a big thank you to everyone who watched till the very end, and to those who have been constantly watching our stories, liking, sharing, and subscribing. You are truly the motivation that keeps me going. Knowing that these stories are being used to teach, inspire, and entertain people means more to me than words can express. Your love and support means everything to me. I see you, I feel it, and I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. This is more than a channel, this is one big family. And I'm truly grateful to have you as part of the Tales by Esther's family. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.